50, I need every cent. Untaxed money, I'm stacking that president. Stay grinding, trap Tony Hawk. Flip the pack, make it do somersaults. Got bitches trucking in the loft. Pack in, nigga, I just got it off. Mona Lisa, she look like a portrait. Spaceship OG, I'm out of orbit. Fat pocket, it stays on orbit. Robin Hood getting money, I'm a bandit. Dollar bottles, you know that we turned. Lots of ones I just stole for fun. I keep raining, you know I ain't done. Boss status, they call me a don. In the trap, making plays like chess. The way she trucking, she got me impressed. Later on, trying to get in a dress. Beat it up, she left a mess. I know I'm nasty, I must confess. Truck the phone, gotta give me a check. Good gas, I got it on deck. Drop shot, hit nothing but net. Double. Lil' mama so gorgeous. She something like a portrait. I love the way she works it. I like the way she twerking. She drop it low and shake it. Ooh, damn, she make wanna taste it. She know I got blue hundreds. Lots of ones make rain fun. Rick Ross, money make it come. Boot up, putting her tongue. Got OG in my lungs. 1 week, my smoking mortgage. Money man trying to go forest. Run to the money like Forrest. Flip the pack like a gymnast. Numbers, I got the lowest. Off the hood, got trap twerking. Yeah, double. Truck it down, baby, drop it low for me. Yeah.
Mars.
Lil' mama so gorgeous. She something like a portrait. I love the way she works it. I like the way she twerking. She drop it low and shake it. Ooh, damn, she make wanna taste it. She know I got blue hundreds. Lots of ones make rain fun. Rick Ross, money make it come. Boot up, putting her tongue. Got OG in my lungs. 1 week, my smoking mortgage. Money man trying to go forest. Run to the money like Forrest. Flip the pack like a gymnast. Numbers, I got the lowest. Off the hood, got trap twerking. Got a bitch twerking. Push so wet, that bitch got me surfing. Stupid head game, might buy a Birkin. Low plug, now is my price a bargain. You can get money, PB, what's your purpose? Real bosses, no squares in a circle. Catch up, you niggas slow like turtles. Hot lap niggas been running circles. Bad bitch, she like Lisa Turtle. Call her door, she let me explore. That say good, gotta come back for more. Just got the keys, I might open up store. I love when she shaking and drop to the floor. Lil' mama gorgeous, she hard to ignore. Yeah, she a goddess, she drippin' the yore. Truck and got bags galore. Low ticket, gotta get me more. Love the way she truck when she working the pole. Dick stick, yeah, she got me on swole. No remote, she got control. Retarded head, she can suck out your soul. Hustle daily, get money's the goal. Pack in, nigga, that shit got sold. Clearance, nigga, everything gotta go. Lil' mama so gorgeous. She something like a portrait. I love the way she works it. I like the way she twerking. She drop it low and shake it. Ooh, damn, she make wanna taste it. She know I got blue hundreds. Lots of ones make rain fun. Rick Ross, money make it come. Boot up, putting her tongue. Got OG in my lungs. 1 week, my smoking mortgage. Money man trying to go forest. Run to the money like Forrest. Flip the pack like a gymnast. Numbers, I got the lowest. Off the hood, got trap truck. Mama gorgeous, she intelligent. She like an angel, you know that she heaven sent. Got trap trucking 50, I need every cent. Untaxed money, I'm stacking that president. Stay grinding, trap Tony Hawk. Flip the pack, make it do somersaults. Got bitches trucking in the loft. Pack in, nigga, I just got it off. Mona Lisa, she look like a portrait. Spaceship OG, I'm out of orbit. Fat pocket, it stays on orbit. Robin Hood getting money, I'm a bandit. Dollar bottles, you know that we turned. Lots of ones I just stole for fun. I keep raining, you know I ain't done. Boss status, they call me a don. In the trap, making plays like chess. The way she trucking, she got me impressed. Later on, trying to get in a dress. Beat it up, she left a mess. I know I'm nasty, I must confess. Truck the phone, gotta give me a check. Good gas, I got it on deck. Drop shot, hit nothing but net. Double. Lil' mama so gorgeous. She something like a portrait. I love the way she works it. I like the way she twerking. She drop it low and shake it. Ooh, damn, she make wanna taste it. She know I got blue hundreds. Lots of ones make rain fun. Rick Ross, money make it come. Boot up, putting her tongue. Got OG in my lungs. 1 week, my smoking mortgage. Money man trying to go forest. Run to the money like Forrest. Flip the pack like a gymnast. Numbers, I got the lowest. Off the hood, got trap twerking.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Smuvie Mane, Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser.
It is May. My bad. Yeah, May the 1st, as you can hint, right here. Yeah, right here. May the 1st, you know what I'm saying? Title called Pressure, man. We made it to season 2, man. A couple days ago, we marks our anniversary, man. When we started the podcast, man, I'm super excited to get into the second season, man. Of it for y'all, man. We got some new changes coming. Like I always keep saying, bro, I'm out here working. I'm working, working, working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. Working. I'm working. Working. Get this better each and every time I jump on here, man. So season 2, episode 55, man. Pressure, bro. And what do we mean by pressure, man? The pressure from the playoffs, pressure from uh uh the expectations that as fans, as media put on these teams and stuff like that, man. A lot of them did not live up to expectations. Some of this stuff I'm kind of late on, but hey, man, when I give my gift of gab, or I drop off this juice for y'all, bro, there's always something real. There's always something good. There's always something exciting, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Season 2 is on the way, bro, and this is how we do it here.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Mane Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss status one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. I'm out they throats, I ain't letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
Like I said, bro, top of the hour, you know what I'm saying? It is May. It is May the 1st, man. And season 2. Well, came a long way, bro. I've always said this every time I jump on this. I love doing it. Passion. Everything that I do, bro, it's all on me. Like, I put the show on my back. I edit. I sit here, do the designs, all that. You know what I'm saying? I got more to come. Like I said, change up the intro a little bit. I ran out of time. I didn't really edit it the way I wanted to yet. Finish editing it, honestly. It's gonna be exciting, man. I got some new stuff coming, man. That's gonna be great. Add to the show, to add different layers to it, bring something different. You know what I'm saying? I try to bring something different this season. Reach new goals. The newest goal is every Sunday. We ain't missing. Every Sunday we not missing beat. Every Sunday, new time, 9:00 p.m., bro. We ain't missing this day. This is set in stone. This is put the stamp on it. No matter what, we here. No matter what. Unless some unforeseen circumstances happen as far as like life, you know, is whatever, you know what I'm saying, accident, you know, and parent situation, whatever the case may be. Those are only the circumstances. But other than that, 9:00 p.m. Sunday, bro, we here no matter what. That's what we talk about, pressure. Feel what I'm saying? Pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. And the funny thing is, that's the name of the intro song, Pressure. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I'm bringing y'all, bro. Like this year, we bringing pressure, bro. We bringing that. And it's like, dang, the off season is going to be coming. We still going to bring y'all. Football season coming. We still going to bring y'all, bro. We own this. We added football onto the map, man. Shouts out to my team. I like the draft that we end up picking up. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a different note. We ain't talking about it right now. But I just wanted to say shouts out to the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm ride or die all the way. You know what I'm saying? And I actually like the picks, so it's gonna be interesting what we're gonna come up with this year, man. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Not like y'all Falcon fans out there where we sit here, we talking about we rising up or we the king of the jungle, whatever, because we Lions, whatever, none of that. We just here, bro. We just gonna enjoy the season and we gonna see what it brings. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We talking about pressure for these NBA folks, man. And like I said earlier, I may be a little bit late to the party, but I said it before. And we got a lot of suspect teams out here. Boston was definitely one of them. I wanted to talk about this, but I was dealing with a situation where I ended up getting hit by a car. Well, my car got hit by somebody, but so I didn't really get to talk about. I was handling business with that, but pressure, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. And I drop this juice for y'all all the time, and I don't want the media be taking my juice, bro. Cause there's gonna be a point. I remember this. I said this. Media takes my juice, and I'm say this when I get back to it. Remember, I said that media takes my juice. So I'm gonna say this about KD. Can we really sit here and say KD? A lot of people put him on this pedestal as far as the greatest, or he's the best player NBA right now. And with that performance, I didn't see it. And I said it all year. And I ain't just blaming KD too, but this just goes into pressure. But all year, they couldn't beat top 5 teams. All year. From Milwaukee, Boston, Chicago, Phoenix Suns, Memphis Grizzlies, Warriors. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on and on and on. They could not beat them. So this notion that they were going to do something in the playoffs, they got Kyrie and stuff like that. They made a trade, get Ben Simmons and Stephen Curry, and then you got Drummond out there. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. It just, I knew just looking at the team and how they played during the regular season that they weren't going to make it. And I was surprised they really got past Cleveland. To be honest, I didn't even think they were going to get past Cleveland. But they ended up getting past Cleveland. But Boston, I told one of my cats at the job, man, and he was like, Kyrie's going to drop 30 on them, bro. Like, what they going to do when you got Kyrie dropping 30, you got KD dropping 30, and we see what they could do. Kyrie had that one good game, and that was it. He was suspect the rest of the game. Rest of the games, KD was suspect all series of those games, every last one of them. Turnover pro, bad shot selection. It was looking bad. And that's why I said, oh, can we really sit here and say KD is the best player in NBA? And I gotta go give some juice, man, to my homeboy Theo Rose, man. He jumped on here and we had a podcast and he was talking about KD. KD couldn't do it with Russell. He's an MVP candidate. Ever since you left Golden State, you haven't won. You haven't won. Now you want to say, okay, the toenail, like, guards at the end of the day, y'all play these games. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Play these games. I don't care about no toenail. It is what it is. Because we can see here certain calls can influence game. Because if you was that guy, regardless how tired you was, you should be muscling through this and get in. Bring your team to victory. You didn't do that. You're not clutch as what most people say you are, but you're not. Big time shots that you could have made, you missed. And like I said, you were turnover pro. They had your number. All up on you, harassing you. And that was a good thing about that series that I did like, man. They allowed them to play physical. And I hope we see that not just in the playoffs, but going forward in the regular season, man. This brings excitement back, man. I don't care what no one said, bro. Like, offense is definitely good. We love it. Defense wins championships. Know that. You gotta balance. You gotta balance. That's when the game is exciting. Me, way they refereed that series was exciting, man. I enjoyed it, even though they got swept. I knew they were gonna get swept after after Kyrie had that massive performance. I said that was all they had right there. That's all he definitely had. And then they rolled into the second game, and then it was just even. Then they rolled into their home. They were up, and then they let Boston come back. Defense wins championship. They got nothing but offensive players. Drummond's a good rim protector, but you didn't utilize him. Also, bad coaching. I don't care what no one says. Steve Nash. I mean, is he a great coach? No, most definitely not. Is he a good coach? Subpar coach, I'll take that. So certain decisions to make, certain lineups, certain game changing situations you should have done, you didn't do. You couldn't rally your team up to match their energy, match their physicality, and none of that. So that's just another thing too. So all that to be said, that man, we gotta not put KD. You played with two of the greatest shooters of all time. You didn't have to do much. None of them had to do much, to be honest. Let's just be honest. You had to leave team to go join a super team that you had up 3-1. And y'all blew that lead and let them come back and beat y'all. Damn near you could say, gentlemen. We get excited because he hit 2 back-to-back threes in 2 different playoffs on LeBron James, and we crowned him the best player. I never did. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. I gotta Astro buy them champions. I'm not taking away his championships, but I look at him different because of those championships, because how you got those championships. It wasn't like you went to a mediocre team and then you didn't even go to a bottom feeding team. You went to one of the top teams that went damn near broke Chicago's record, or tied Chicago's record for the most wins, and won back-to-back final MVPs and won champion with this team, and could have won 3 if you didn't get hurt. Clay didn't get hurt. Let's just be honest there. I love Kawhi to death, but with that juggernaut of team, I still don't think they would. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that would have went different. A lot of that would have went different if Steph Curry had hit a certain shots. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But with that arsenal, oh yeah, most definitely they would have won that. So I think we're gonna have to reevaluate. We're gonna have to reevaluate when we deem these dudes great or whatever. Just because they do well in the regular season, and when it comes into the playoffs, they're not doing so. Some of these cats are getting knocked out first round. Some of these cats are dropping 30, 40 points during the regular season. They don't even sniff a 30-point game. Barely sniff a 25 game. You feel what I'm saying? Getting out, first exit, having terrible, terrible games, turnover. Yet we're deeming them. Best player. We're deeming them this top 5, top 10 players when they can't produce. I'm just saying. Now, I want to go back to what I said earlier when I said deeming Giannis. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back and say why the media be taking my juice. Because I said this months ago, before the playoffs even started. If Giannis wins another championship, we should be calling him the best player. Why, Jay? Why do you say that? Well, let me tell you why. I say that because, one, stay with one team. That's just the main thing right there. You're not chasing rings. He's not chasing rings. You feel what I'm saying? LeBron, KD, these two cats, bro, they chasing rings. They're making their rings more valuable than what their gameplay really is, bro. Because once you can be great by yourself, spectacular by yourself. A lot of players out here that great by themselves, spectacular with the teams that they got, and then they end up trading, and then we get with these super teams, and then they still look great. Yeah, you look great playing with Steph Curry and Clay. Like, who do you guard? Who do you guard? You feel what I'm saying? So this is why people say that Giannis not playing with a super, a mega star, whatever you want to call it. Chris Middleton, I say he's a B plus, maybe just a B type of player. Drew Holiday, another B plus or B player. You got Brook Lopez. That's a probably like high C player. You feel what I'm saying? But great for defense, great to spread the floor. Like, he didn't have to switch up teams, go chase rings and shit like that. This cat would be, hypothetically, let's just say he does win. Hypothetically. And I don't even think they announced the playoffs. I mean, MVP. Let's just say hypothetically, he wins MVP. Tom, which in a lot of people's eyes, he should get some votes. But I think they went Jokic's way anyway. He was close to winning the scoring title. Just hypothetically, he would have won the scoring title. Like, you see the categories that he's in. MVP, scoring title. He was talked about defensive player. Marcus Smart won that. But let's just say, hypothetically, he got his team to the finals. No Chris Middleton's right there. We're relying on Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Porter. You feel what I'm saying? He wins another championship. Two-time champion. Two-time finals MVP. It's most likely he's going to win that. Like, I'm not saying when he wins it, we should just call him. I'm saying the conversation should start it that he should be the greatest that's playing right now. Because look at the evolution of his game. He went from probably shooting about mid 50 from free throw line to high 60, 70. You feel what I'm saying? That's a major jump. He's shooting the ball. Like, he's coming down the court, just pulling up. He's catching people like with a little hezzy and pulling up. The game we just watched earlier today against Boston Celtics, he backed down I want to say Jason Tatum and hit him with a fadeaway. Like, you see the evolution of the game. You see the confidence more in him shooting. Like, if he keeps doing this way, it's gonna be hard to stop. Very hard. And we talk about longevity in the game. He's evolutioning. He's evolving himself as a shooter. Like, we witnessing him evolving himself as a shooter. By the time he get done with his career, he should be not saying he's gonna be Steph Curry, but he's damn sure gonna be a very scary cat to leave out there, shoot the ball. So why not? In the last couple of years, we haven't had a champion since probably only people like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are the only ones that staying on their team. We had teams, players, recruiting other players in the offseason to play with. And none of these teams are working out. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these teams are losing unexpectedly. Utah Jazz, pressure. Lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Like, with that arsenal of a team, you got Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, and Whiteside, Clarkston. I lost. Pressure. We seeing that pressure. Even though the Timberwolves got to the got into the playoffs. But look at Towns, that first play-in tournament. You see the pressure. He fouled out, making dumb decisions, jacking up threes, jacking up shots that he shouldn't have jacked up. And he did this in the in the playoffs too, by the way. But pressure, you know what I'm saying? The expectation, hero ball, stuff like that makes you lose games, stuff like that. And I don't think Giannis feels none of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. He's been through this. You know what I'm saying? You can throw a wall at him. He's going to get through it. He's going to throw a wall on. He's going to shoot over. You throw a wall down, he's going to back you down, fade away. You got Drew Holiday. That's like that. That's a great point guard for him. Great defender out there. He's become a great passer. Throwing it to Drew Holiday, throwing it to Porter, throwing it to Chris Mills. Come on, man. Pressure, bro. Pressure, bro. He doesn't shy away from the free throw line. He embraces attacks every single time. Every single time. And you got to love that he doesn't cheat you on offense or defense. That's why you got to call him greatest, man. He just doesn't play offense. He plays both sides of the court. He's going to give you a block that you need in the greatest moment. In the greatest moment, he's going to give you the block. This team is turning up when it counts. And to me, this is just me personally, I see Boston and Chicago like almost similar of teams. You know what I'm saying? With Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. You got a scrappy guy in Marcus Smart. You got a scrappy guy in Caruso. The only thing a little bit different is I think they both, and they not really though, because both of them got centers that can shoot three, and stuff like that. But to me, they feel like they're similar. When I was watching the game, it felt like it was kind of like watching the same series in a way. You feel what I'm saying? Now Boston's a little better defensive team. You know what I'm saying? Of course, rated number one. Rated number one. So they're gonna pressure. They're gonna fight. They're gonna scrap. You see what they did the first two quarters. You know what I'm saying? They were up, and then just all of a sudden Milwaukee just went on a just straight tear mid-second quarter and never looked back. They kept it in arm's reach every time they got a little closer. They kept it a little arm's reach. Arms reach. Pressure. The pressure. And then and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and they handled the pressure. This is a big team. This is last year's champion. Last year's finals MVP. A couple years ago, Defensive Player of the Year. And they faced the pressure. And a lot going to be said, man. And there's nothing wrong with them losing to this team, in which I feel like they're going to lose. I think I got Boston. I got Milwaukee in 5. I think Boston will go home and win. I mean, they'll win one next game. Now will probably be Tuesday. I think they'll win one next Tuesday. Milwaukee come back, win 2 at home, come back to Boston, clean it up. That'll be it. Boston. That's my prediction. No more than 6. No more than 6. But I think because the pressure will get to them, they're going to make careless mistakes. They're going to overplay their hand in certain possessions. Stuff like that. And then I think they're just too big when it comes to like paint presence. You got Brooke Lopez, you got Giannis out there, you got Michael Porter Jr., and they can spread the floor. They're athletic on the backcourt more than them, in my opinion. Especially you talking about you got Al Horford. So it's gonna be interesting. I like the series so far. I want to get into listening to what they had to say during the post game. We got Jason Tatum talking, so we're gonna tune in to hear what he got to talk about after this intermission. After this intermission.
Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. And shawty, I love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well. That shit hurt me if you ain't know it could tell. I'm thanking the Lord cause he saved me from hell. I'm taking the W's, you roll up the L's. I know what you thinking, you'll know me for real. I be smoking weed, I don't fuck with them pills. I like watching movies and automobiles. Catch me on the island somewhere, I just chill. She wanted a driver, so I took the wheel. Remember you told me you love me forever. I guess that all change along with the weather. Ain't stressing no more, everything got better. I got a new chick on her pussy way wetter. I love her mindset, she all about cheddar. No one above her, no one could do better. You know it's V-long, you can tell by the letters. You know that it's Cudjoe and I'm rocking that leather. Spitting my lines, I swear I'm so clever. For hoe wanna be a hoe, might as well let her. I'm loving the sunshine, no rain in my weather. You like the slip flow, can't you see I got better? Styling, profiling, and Mason Margiela. So goddamn, you want smooth as fella. Man, fuck. Bitch, don't tell me, go tell her. Yeah. All of my niggas, they suited and booted. We put up in rovers and scooters. Got all of my shooters. We moving like movers. I laugh at your ruler. I'm colder than coolers. Your boyfriend a loser. We teach him like tutors. The bag coming, but we need it sooner. We daily like some cancerous tumors. Your mama a Karen, your daddy a boomer. I wipe his nose, he had a little cold. I know he a hoe, that dick on her nose. If this is your bitch, then why did she fold? She love the lifestyle, that bro shit got old. She sucking on me and rubbing my toes. I think you know how this shit gon' go. Just tell her to hold her, go drop her clothes. Shortly after, she gotta go. Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. Tell shawty I love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well. Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. Tell shawty I love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well. That shit hurt me if you ain't know it could tell. I'm thanking the Lord cause he saved me from hell. I'm taking the W's, you roll up the L's. I know what you thinking, you'll know me for real. I be smoking weed, I don't fuck with them pills. I like watching movies and automobiles. Catch me on the island somewhere, I just chill. She wanted a driver, so I took the wheel. Remember you told me you love me forever. I guess that all change along with the weather. Ain't stressing no more, everything got better. I got a new chick on her pussy way wetter. I love her mindset, she all about cheddar. No one above her, no one could do better. You know it's V-long, you can tell by the letters. You know that it's Cudjoe and I'm rocking that leather. Spitting my lines, I swear I'm so clever. For hoe wanna be a hoe, might as well let her. I'm loving the sunshine, no rain in my weather. You like the slip flow, can't you see I got better? Styling, profiling, and Mason Margiela. So goddamn, you want smooth as fella. Man, fuck. Bitch, don't tell me, go tell her. Yeah. All of my niggas, they suited and booted. We put up in rovers and scooters. Got all of my shooters. We moving like movers. I laugh at your ruler. I'm colder than coolers. Your boyfriend a loser. We teach him like tutors. The bag coming, but we need it sooner. We daily like some cancerous tumors. Your mama a Karen, your daddy a boomer. I wipe his nose, he had a little cold. I know he a hoe, that dick on her nose. If this is your bitch, then why did she fold? She love the lifestyle, that bro shit got old. She sucking on me and rubbing my toes. I think you know how this shit gon' go. Just tell her to hold her, go drop her clothes. Shortly after, she gotta go. Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. Tell shawty I love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well.
All right, we back at it once again. We're gonna see what Jason Tatum had to say. He's the first one up on this.
I think they just kind of sped us up. And we just got to just do a better job of, just.
And then also, how do you combat the size? They stuck with that jumbo lineup to start with. How do you guys work around that?
Watch a lot of film. We get together as a group tomorrow. And play with more poise. We had a lot of turnovers, right? They had 27 points, I think, off our turnovers, in transition and things like that. And, being too careless. They're a physical team. They're a really good team. So it's not going to be easy. But we can't just, let them speed us up like that. We all got to be, stronger with the ball, more decisive with the decisions that we make. And I think we will be next game.
Jalen had a rough night. Did you say anything to him afterwards?
Shit, we all had a rough night. Nobody should hang their heads down. We in this together, right? All that matters is if you win or if you lose.
Stuff like that I like. Stuff like that I like. You know what I'm saying? You're not bashing your teammate, holding him accountable. You holding yourself accountable, man. That's how you don't bring tension. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all young cats, listen to stuff like that. It's not cool to throw your teammate under the bus. You feel what I'm saying? That's something I know somebody do a lot, and his name starts with J, and his last name starts with J. Lil Garbage. Somebody. But continue on.
And then also, how do you combat the size? They stuck with that jumbo lineup to start with. How do you guys work around that?
Watch a lot of film. We get together as a group tomorrow. And play with more poise. We had a lot of turnovers, right? They had 27 points, I think, off our turnovers, in transition and things like that. And, being too careless. They're a physical team. They're a really good team. So it's not going to be easy. But we can't just, let them speed us up like that. We all got to be, stronger with the ball, more decisive with the decisions that we make. And I think we will be next game.
I like that.
Jalen had a rough night. Did you say anything to him afterwards?
I like that. Like that. Like I said, man, you hold yourself. You hold not just.
What
you,
if your entire day glided like new Dove Men?
Not just you. You ain't throwing your teammates under the bus, holding yourself accountable, man. You heard what he said. Man. We all had a bad night. And to be honest with you, they haven't really shot the ball that well going into the playoffs. Like that Boston series, even though Jason Tatum was like scoring like between 25 to 30 points plus, it wasn't very efficiently. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jaylen Brown, like I said, like they were lucky to win that first game because he blew a lot of layups. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? It ain't nothing. But I like the fact that he didn't throw his teammates under the bus. But they gonna have to look at some film. They're gonna have to figure out how to get past this big lineup, going into the paint. I don't care what no one says. You can see the difference out there. They long, bro. They long on the front court. Long. So let's hear what Giannis got to say That's my dog. Let's see what he got to say right quick.
You gotta, get ready mentally and physically.
Ability and Brooks' ability to affect them at the rim.
I think we did a pretty good job, just, sending them in the paint and showing crowd, being active, just being there early, try to block some shots, take charges, and we're active, and at the end of the day, like, we know Drew and Wes going to do their job and play hard and try to get into the ball, so we got to be active behind them and show them help. So, yeah.
All year, you guys kind of told us how much better Brooke can make you defensively. Did today kind of feel like all of that, like, on display?
Not just today. And in the previous games, he's big. He's big for our defense. He's just like, man, he's so active. When guys drive the ball, he's always there to cover for everybody, to rebound the ball for us. He's been amazing, and he did a great job just being there early tonight.
For you in the first half, I think you had 7 assists at halftime. Just how much did it mean for your offensive game to get all of your teammates involved?
I was just trying to be aggressive, try to make plays, try to get in the paint, make the right plays. If somebody's open, I got to pass him the ball. If I have the opportunity to drive all the way, drive all the way. If I'm open, I shoot. Try to be as simple as possible. But I think my teammates were there. They were open and they were knocking down shots.
Can you just walk me through that alley-oop off the backboard to yourself? Like, what did you see on that play? How did it happen?
What did I see?
That was a spectacular dunk, by the way. That was dope. That was unexpected. I'm telling y'all, Giannis is that dude, bro. Giannis is that. There's a lot of games that I'd be like, dang, Giannis, what are you doing? Especially like last year, man. I didn't think they were gonna do it, and they did surprise me. I had them still picked. Phoenix Suns, Boston. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care who won. You know what I'm saying? I would love had CP3 had got one last year. Giannis is my dog, man. I just like to see the evolution of the game where he came from. He wasn't even a starter. Let that sink in. He wasn't even a starter his first year. He wasn't even a starter. But he came off the bench, productive. Next year, he became a starter, productive, and evolved. You can see the work ethic, man. You definitely can see the work ethic. He's not reckless with the ball, patient. You know how to drive in and look for his man. He doesn't go in reckless. He's adding more moves to his arsenal. Gotta love it, bro. Best player, bro. The pressure. He feels no pressure, man. He feels no pressure, man.
You gotta, get ready mentally and physically for game 2, and you can never take nothing for granted. You gotta come out and set that zone again.
I'm curious, in the first half, you had that whip pass to Bobby underneath the basket. I'm not sure if you saw him on that play.
Of course I saw him. I wouldn't pass him the ball if I didn't see it.
But like where he actually was as you attempted to throw it. You throw a no-look to Grayson out of the post. Just for you two, getting the chemistry with those two, what has that kind of been like? Bobby obviously is last year, but Grayson is only this year.
Just like having those guys that, like when you pass them the ball, they're not hesitating. Like I know if I can like whip a pass to Grayson right in the pocket, I know the ball is going up. And he proved over and over again that he can make shots. So when he's open, I gotta like deliver him the ball. With Bobby, the same thing. Like I trust him so much that I know that, hey, if I get stuck, he's gonna be wide open. Usually the big guys are guarding Bobby. They always come and help. So he's like my outlet. Most of the time it's Brooke, but when we go small and Bobby's at the 5 or I'm at the 5, Bobby's open most of the time. So I've built that trust with Bobby. Whenever I, fire him the ball, he's going to catch and shoot. he's going perfect, do his thing, but they're not hesitating. You know, might be Jay-Z, JC, Wes, Bobby, Grayson, Pat, all of those guys. Whenever they get the ball in the wide open, the ball is going up. So it gives me that confidence that, you know, when a guy move off them, I gotta deliver them the ball. So everybody's doing a great job. Thank you guys.
Right. That's my boy. That's my boy Giannis, bro. He feels no pressure. No pressure. That's why they gonna go all the way. That man don't feel no pressure. That man don't feel no pressure. That man don't feel no pressure when it comes. No Chris Middleton, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No pressure. They don't feel none. This is, like I said, bro, if you look at this first game, you look at that first series with Milwaukee, Chicago. Now this, I'm telling you, bro, they damn near the similar type of team, bro. Just Boston's defense down. Like I said, they're gonna get a game in. I say particular 5 or 6. They're gonna get a game. They probably get a game in on Tuesday. They're gonna get a game in on Tuesday. They're gonna come out defensively. They're gonna come out, Jason Taylor, they're gonna come out aggressive. They're gonna tighten up on certain mistakes that they did make. I guarantee. And they ain't no joke anyway. They're not no joke. Marcus Smart is Defensive Player of the Year. You got Jason Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown. All three of them cats are defense gifted. Can switch like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the fact that I think they just a little bit too small. Even when they go small, the Milwaukee Bucks. Even when Milwaukee Bucks go small, they're just small. And then they too small, they're too athletic. Porter just got energy for days. Bobby just got energy for days. Like, he just got energy for days. You need that. You need cash like. And I'm gonna say this like a side note. Cash like that. Patrick Bev, Bobby. I like cats like that. They don't have to be greatest shooters. They don't have to have the biggest brand. But it's these little tangibles that I do like cats. And it be dope. You know what I'm saying? That shit that people don't really recognize. And that we should. We should recognize stuff like that, man. Because what they're doing is great. But yet and that's the pressure for you to step up as the next man, as a sixth man, as a person that's coming off the bench that you're trying to get valuable points for. You gotta love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it for cats like. Love it for cats like. You feel what I'm saying? Pressure. Who's gonna face the most pressure? Comes down to these last couple games. Who's gonna face pressure when it comes down to these last couple seconds? Who's gonna make the right play? Who's gonna get the extra rebound? Who's gonna make the extra pass? You feel what I'm saying? Pressure. That pressure is getting real. Every single series, every single game, we get pressure. Now the pressure is on in Boston even more. Down 0-1. You don't want to in your own house. So that means you definitely got to come out next game fighting. You don't want to be like Brooklyn, getting swept. You having to be talked about. So we're gonna end that with this right here. Intermission. Come back. We're gonna be talking about Golden State and the Memphis Grizzlies. That was a good game as well too. These last two games that's been on today have been spectacular. We got 2 games coming on tomorrow, and I pray the almighty basketball gods that this be an excellent well. So y'all stay tuned. Intermission time, baby.
Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. To shot it, y'all love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well. That shit hurt me if you ain't know what to tell. I'm thanking the Lord cause he saved me from hell. I'm taking the W's, you roll up the L's. I know what you thinking, you'll know me for real. I be smoking weed, I don't fuck with them pills. I like watching movies and automobiles. Catch me on an island somewhere, I just chill. She wanted a driver, so I took the wheel. Remember you told me you love me forever. I guess that I'll change along with the weather. Ain't stressing no more, everything got better. I got a new chick on her pussy way wetter. I love her mindset, she all about cheddar. No one above her, no one could do better. You know what's Elon, you can tell by the letters. You know that it's future, I'm rocking that leather. Spinning my lines, I saw I'm so clever. For a hoe, wanna be a hoe, might as well let her. I'm loving the sunshine, no rain in my weather. You like this little can't you see I got better? Stop my profiling and mixing my jealous. So goddamn, you a smooth ass fella. Man, fuck. Bitch, don't tell me, go tell her. Yeah. All of my niggas, they suited and booted. We pull up in rovers and scooters. Got all of my shooters. We move on like movers. I laugh at your ruler. I'm colder than coolers. Your boyfriend a loser. We teaching like tutors. The bag coming, but we need it sooner. We daily lights and cancerous tumors. Your mama a Karen, your daddy a boomer. I wipe his nose, he had a little cold. I know he a hoe, that dick on her nose. The bitch is your bitch, then why did she fold? She love the lifestyle, that girl she got old. She sucking on me and rubbing my toes. I think you know how this shit gon' go. Just out of the hole to go drop a cold. Shortly after she gotta go. Bankers on me coming straight from the city. Grinding and shining and lay on her titties. Hundreds and fifties, you know I got plenty. Winning court cases and leaving in Bentley. They plotted on me, they won't see me fail. To shot it, y'all love her, tell her to be well. I became myself, I came out of my shell. I know that they hate me, I wish them all well.
We in here pressure. I forgot to turn my mic back on. Pressure. Like I said, pressure. And still early. It's still early for Memphis. But I think they're going to face some big pressure. They the home team. They're a young team. And I seen some stuff that, and my homeboy, shouts out to Reggie, he put me on game too. But I saw some stuff and I got told some stuff. They're going to be in trouble in certain situations of the game, stuff like that. So what do you mean, Jay? What do you mean by that? What I mean by that is like second chances. They gave up too many second chances. They're not going to win. It's going to be hard for them to win if they're giving up as many second chance points as they did. And Golden State, they got lucky. Let's just be honest. They really got lucky. Man, they turned the ball over. Golden State turned the ball over 17 times. They gave up 25 fouls. Like, those are the two things, like, right there. The turnover, 17. Fouls, 25. But offensive rebounds, 16 rebounds. They end up getting 51 rebounds. Second chance. Can't allow them. They shot 36% 3-point. Field goal, they shot 48. So they had better field goal. They didn't shoot too good from the free throw line, 65%. Today, 75%. They did assist the ball more. That is key too. 31 assists. Like, that's the thing about Golden State. They pass the ball very well. Ball movement is not a joke with them. That's one thing about KD that he flourished with this team, man. We all know it, man. Brooklyn is not a team that, like I said, bad coaching. There's no plays. It's all ISO ball. And a lot of teams do this. It's not just Brooklyn. If you're not passing the ball and you're just standing in the corner, you have no rhythm. You know what I'm saying? As defense, it's easy to scout what you're going to do. One thing about Milwaukee, they do. Giannis may bring it up, but Giannis ain't bringing it up so he can dribble. Giannis is bringing it up so he can drive. He may bring it up a little slow, and all of a sudden he's going to kick in and he's going to turn up on you driving. Then you got Drew Holiday. He's bringing it up the court. That's when the ball movement hit. And here's when Giannis brings it up too, because he doesn't just dribble drive. He passes. That's the difference. It can't be no hero ball with none whatsoever. None whatsoever. None. Got Clay giving you 15 points. Wiggins giving you 17 points. Draymond Green. And then on top of that, like I said, they were lucky. Draymond Green fouled out. Got 2 technicals. My bad. I thought that was bullshit. But, and I say bullshit, yeah, I would have injected. Be honest. I say it's bullshit because, and this is the playoff. We can't get it. That it's the playoffs. It's hard for me to explain what I want to say. Like, it's just the playoffs, man. These calls should not be called like this in the playoffs. Those are calls for like regular season shit. Not when you got your best defensive player getting called with a technical, flagrant 2, and he's out damn near mid-second quarter. It's luckily that I'm very surprised that they won. Their passer, their defensive general. I mean, look at the points he got: 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 points, and that's just in 17 minutes. I can only imagine what he would have had if he stayed in the full game. Stephen Curry, and he was okay. 24 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Jordan Poole had a great game. 31 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, triple-double right there. Jared Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. He stepped up big. 33 points, 10 rebounds. I thought Bane should have had a better game, especially watching the last couple games that he played against the Timberwolves. He had big shot. But he was held to 9 points. I thought that was a big difference too. Like, you need your key guys to step up. Pressure is real. I'm gonna keep saying it. Pressure is real. You know what I'm saying? Pressure is real, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Pressure is real. So, what else we got? John Morant, almost a triple-double. It's always like I feel like he started late again. Even though he got 34 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds, it just felt like he started slow. I like the distribution because he got 10 assists. It just felt like he started slow. Clarkson had an okay game too. 12, he was big. certain key cats that had good games, and you you got to take the punches where you get them at, and be happy where you got them. On top of that, I'm not mad at none of that. On top of that, uh, so pressure. They're gonna be facing pressure soon because Golden State's up 1. They don't need to come out playing reckless. They don't need to be coming out playing hero ball the next game. John Morant, stick to what you doing. Carson, same thing. I need Bane to step up and be a little bit more aggressive. Like I said, I was expecting more from him than shooting 9 points. Giving me 9 points. The pressure's on for them. They can't lose 2 games at home, then have to go back to Golden State. That's when it's going to get real. That's when it's going to get real. And they always say the playoffs don't get real until somebody wins a road game. Well, Golden State just won a road game, and it's about to get real. They've been here before several times, and they trying to get back. I really believe it's going to be Golden State and the Phoenix Suns. But I don't put nothing past who they'll be facing. Be facing. Yeah, who the fuck they be facing? Dallas. I think they got Dallas, to be honest. But I wouldn't put it past Luka and Dinwiddie. That's good. That's good. That's a good team. But pressure. Phoenix Suns has been there. Is Devin Booker gonna be playing in a takeover level? Even though he's back, we don't need him to re-aggravate that hamstring because he re-aggravate that hamstring with this team. I don't think CP3 can do it by himself. But hey, this is the real playoff P. The point guard. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely gonna be interesting. Definitely. Like I said, I like a lot of this, and certain teams gonna be feeling pressure. Miami Heat gonna be feeling pressure. We're gonna talk about them the next following day, Tuesday. We're gonna talk about them Tuesday. Maybe talk about them Wednesday, but we'll let you guys know when it comes down to it. But we'll probably we'll look for Tuesday. Look for Tuesday, us going live. We talk about this game before the next game come on, or in the mix of the next game, because the next game going to come on Tuesday at 7. That's the Boston and Milwaukee. We're going to see what's up with that. But like I said, a lot of these teams are facing pressure, man. Pressure. James Harden, no Joel Embiid. Pressure for Miami Heat. Maybe no Kyle Lowry. Maybe no Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? Both dealing with some knick-knack injuries. But I think the real pressure is going to be on James Harden. No Joel Embiid. What are y'all going to do? Tobias Harris, now that there's going to be more scoring opportunity, are you going to step up? Maxey, are you going to step up even more now that Giannis is not Giannis, Embiid is down with a concussion and a fracture shooting. But the real pressure's on James Harden. We know that. You haven't been producing since you came into the season. Pressure. It's real out here, man, for y'all. It's real. I promise you it's real. Pressure, man. And then the more we get into these games, the more pressure we going to see, bro. Like, suspect. And I'm not even going to say 76 is suspect. St. James Harden suspect player. We got suspect player categories, too. That's what we're going to do next year, too. Like, into this season. Meaning next season. We're gonna do this with football too. Who's suspect? Who's real? So we're gonna see at the beginning of the season. I'm gonna do a category when football starts. Who's real? Who's not real? Also, too, WNBA supposed to play yesterday, but it canceled. We got a game tomorrow. We'll try to give y'all some insights on WNBA, probably like who won and stuff like that. But we all know, hey, NBA playoffs here, baby. That's what we here for. We watching this. So it is what it is with that. But like I said, they'll be playing tomorrow. They supposed to have played today. Well, we in preseason. So it's game on yesterday. Storm versus Mercury. Storms won 82-78. A couple games on, matter of fact. A lot of games. Season started April the 23rd. I'm late. Oh my goodness. Late on that. Sparks faced the Storms. Storms won 81. The Dreams. There was a lot of good. So some games on WNBA. We still in preseason, so that's why we really not too big on it right now. But once the regular season starts, we're gonna be on it. I promise you on that. That's another game that we're gonna start covering. We on some WNBA, but I'm on some real shit with that. We on some real shit with that. I've been covering the situation with Brittany Granger, Griner, all that. So why not jump into this, especially while season with basketball is going to end. You did not know they had a lot of good moves they made during the offseason. So this is going to be interesting how they market and stuff like that this year. I'm going to try to stay tuned and keep you up to date with WNBA too. Like I said, I like it. I think it's there's nothing really on that I like during the off season. I'm not a big baseball fan. I want to get into that. I want to definitely get into soccer. I'd rather watch soccer, probably baseball. Try to get into hockey. But we're going to build up all these different aspects. And also, too, man, have a team, bro. Have a team. I was just watching these dudes. I watched these breakdown videos of the Marvel shows, Marvel movies, and they're evolving. They're evolving. What's it called? Rocksteady. I think it's called Rocksteady, the channel. But yeah, they're evolving, and I like it, and it brings me hope, and it gives me ideas of how I want to do my channel in the near future and stuff like that, where I can bring people on. And I said this before when I was interviewing somebody else, where I don't have to be on the show. You feel what I'm saying? There's certain sports that I don't want, and people are more gifted or know more about baseball, know more about soccer than I do. You know what I'm saying? Hockey. They know more about that than I do. So why not bring these people on to give you that type of juice and stuff like that? So with that being said, what we did not do was hear Steph Curry. Did not hear Steph Curry. We're going to hear Steph Curry, what he had to say.
Headed to the locker. I mean, it's a tough call, obviously, on the road, trying to start a series, and you get a guy like Draymond headed to the locker room. Nobody wants to see that. It's not good for the game. I didn't think it deserved that, obviously. Got a little emotional rise out of it, trying to stay locked in and, deal with the circumstances and give ourselves a chance to win. We obviously did that in the second half, but, yeah, that was a tough one.
If you were ranking some of your favorite defensive plays you've ever made, is that up there, that one way you posted away?
Obviously, it wasn't top of my mind, so probably not. Oh yeah, friendly competition. Just enjoying the moment, understanding it was a big play. He had it going. He was going to try to get a pressure on the rim and just trying to do my part, obviously, make a play, and then that's how the series is going to be. I think, every game it's going to be kind of a one-on-one type situation. Taking on those challenges, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Obviously, just be ready for when your moment happens on the defensive end.
It was the opening part of the fourth. You were on the bench and you guys.
It's huge.
Can't really hear what the interviewer is trying to say to him, so, but it is what it is. I just want to hear his reaction.
But they have a great second unit too. So Tyus has been playing well. Brandon Clark. I think Melton came and hit a couple of shots. Like, they made a difference in the last series, and we knew that coming in. And they play a little different style than their starting unit. And obviously with JP, Clay, JK, who else was out there? I think Otto for a little bit. Like, they were flying around, turning defense into offense, getting us great momentum. They got us a lot of separation. I think we were up 10 at one point, and we need that life and we need contributions from everybody, especially at this stage of the year, in order to win these type of games. So the composure, the competitiveness was great to see, and we were loving it on the bench.
Obviously, Memphis has a role in your guys' history, and I'm just wondering what you think of getting a road win like this with so much stacked against you, and just kind of the epic nature of the game. Did it feel that way? Yes, it's a game one.
Yeah, exactly. I think that it's game one, but it's the only game we had in front of us, and we took care of business. The history and all that doesn't really play much into our mind, obviously, except just the amount of experience and reps that we have to rely on, and kind of dealing with whatever we're kind of throwing at us. So, I call out JP specifically just because he hasn't been on this stage before, and you can tell, like, it's not something you can teach in terms of being ready for a moment like this.
See what I'm saying? Pressure, bruh. Never been on this stage before. And pressure is going to get even real going to the next. Pressure is going to get real when they do go to. So, you're going to need your starting class. How your starting cast is going to show up, superstars show up, or your supporting cast. We seen that with Boston. They stars did not show up at all.
But just the way that he stepped up really helped us. Played an amazing floor game tonight, and obviously Clay makes that big shot down the stretch. But I can go down the list of everybody who made huge contributions, and we're gonna need that every single game because it's what it takes at this stage of a playoff run.
All another history question, but you've had Game 7 in Houston, Game 6 in Oklahoma City, some other humongous playoff victories. Did you feel that again? Did it feel like, okay, this is reminiscent?
I just missed everything about this atmosphere and opportunity to play meaningful games that require everything. I missed everything about it. So obviously haven't been out for the last 2 years and missed, playoff runs. That's the reminder. It's not really a comparison to anything. It's just this is what you look forward to so much. And it kind of gets your blood boiling a little bit in terms of why everything we go through throughout the regular season, why it matters. And when it shows up at the stage like this, there's no better feeling. So try to bottle that up and bring it out every single game that you get to play, and usually good things happen.
Speaking of blood boiling, Clay said he did play angry tonight. Do you think?
Why? Did he say why?
He didn't. I didn't get to follow that up. I can think of a few things possibly, but did you feel like things were against you and you guys had to get angry a little bit?
I think whatever emotion you rely on to be able to turn the page from one series to the next, and especially when you're starting on the road, like you got to have an edge about you for sure. Maybe he was talking about just missing shots early and, ones that he expects to make, but whatever way you explain it, whatever emotion you tie into, you just bring it. And, obviously when Draymond went out, there's a moment where you're like, all right, what we going to do? How we going to figure this out? Going to halftime, regroup, come out, play the way that we did. Really proud of everybody and their approach to the game. It was a good vibe out there.
Steph, obviously, Clay missing 2 free throws is a pretty big shock, but how do you think?
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Like, I was surprised that Clay missed those 2 free throws. Very surprised by that. But that goes to show you, like I keep saying, bro, like the hints of this title, pressure. Sometimes even the greatest shooters can miss. They feel that pressure.
He handled it differently than he might have, say, pre-injury.
I don't know. I've never seen him miss free throws. So I don't even know how to answer that question. I'm the one missing free throws now. I don't know.
Well, he talked about like moving on, not living, dwelling on it. He ended up having to make the defensive stop. How impressive was it? His ability to kind of get back into the moment.
Yeah, that's just championship DNA and being able to focus on what helps win games. Obviously, he wants to make those 2 free throws, but when you're out there, 3 point whatever seconds left, and you got to find a way to get a stop. He made the right read off of the handoff and was able to get down the floor quick enough to cut off the angle and make Ja take a tough, scoop lefty layup. Had he been thinking about the free throws, maybe he's a step slow and it's an easier finish. So, yeah, it's kind of serendipitous for it to not go his way and then him to, make a good read and a good play and help seal the win.
Serendipitous, that's another one of those words.
I'm bringing it this run. I am not going to try to spell that one.
Do you feel like synergy with Jordan has improved in this year's playoffs?
We're obviously only still 3 years in, and I won't even count the first years or even half of last year, so it's like a year and a half really of finding that vibe. So every game is important in terms of continuing to build that chemistry, and I got so much trust in him, so that's not the issue. It's just more so understanding when things are thrown at you and, different defenses, how do you, me, him, and Clay and Wiggs, how do you all play off each other and stay assertive and make sure everybody's getting touches, getting looks, playing aggressive, and being threats out there. So you look at it, you take a step back, the sample size isn't that big. It's, every game is an opportunity to keep growing. That's why we talked about going into this playoffs, trying to peak at the right time because you got to figure it out on the fly with this particular group that hasn't been together for so long.
Hey, Steph, I know you've been out for a while this year, and a lot of people think just because you're a veteran, everything, the chemistry will just click right back in. How close are you guys to being to where you need to be to hit peak level?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that just because the challenge is just how do you beat Memphis 4 times and figure out what comes next. And the beauty of it is whatever it requires to get out this series and win, we're going to figure that out and approach it that way, not get too ahead of ourselves. because I don't know what our peak is. But I just have confidence that, you know, we're playing good basketball. We understand how we can win games, you know, obviously against Denver and against this team, and we got to go out and do it, stay in the moment. Like, we know we have the weight of, like, our championship pedigree on our shoulders in terms of trying to get back to that stage, but you can't rush, you know, the journey that we're on right now.
Gave a little bit of proof that it.
All right. Kind of running on time. So we're going to transition, see what Ja had to say. I'm interested to see what Ja has to say. We cut it off. This one's almost over anyway. Let's listen to Ja and see what he had to say. It's baby.
Went down, got the lead back, and Clay hit a big-time three. And
You guys wasn't playing the way you were playing despite the loss. Are you playing the way you want to play today despite the loss?
Nah. Gave up too many second chance points. Gave up 26. We gave up 18 fast-break points. Definitely not something, you know, we want to give up and play the factor, you know, in this game.
Can you just walk us through the last play? 3 points.
This series could easily be going Memphis' way. Like he said it best. Second chance point. Second chance points killed them. So let's just let that sink in. And let another thing sink in though too. Golden State may not give up about 25, 29 fucking fouls. And Draymond Green will be playing hopefully all of next game. You don't want him to get another tech.
6 seconds coming out of the timeout.
Same message every time we in that situation. I just missed the layup.
John, I know you say you just missed the layup, but was there anything that did Clay jump out at you last second and force you out a little bit wider?
Nah.
Okay, you mentioned about the too many rebounds. What do you do in that situation when they take long threes, they get long rebounds like that, and you're in a scramble situation?
I feel like, you know, that's where we kind of, you know, messed up at. You know, we felt like we was running to the rim on their shots, and, you know, it was some long rebounds. 50-50 balls, you know, we got to come up with, you know, with this team. Can't allow them, you know, second chances or, you know, any open looks, and they pretty much made us pay for it.
John, when you play against, you know, the Warriors, obviously they emphasize moving the ball a lot. What are some of the biggest keys for you and, you know, the other guards, but the bigs too defensively, when you want to stay attached to those guys and try not to give them, you know, open looks when they're moving around so much?
It's definitely going to be a team effort, but pretty much just staying locked in, you know, knowing the play calls, knowing, you know, what they want in certain actions. And we just got to know, like with Clay, you know, Steph and Poole, that, you know, once they give up the ball, you know, they're continuing to move throughout the possession. And you just got to stay locked in and stay attached with those guys to, you know, not get them, you know, easy looks.
Ja, I'm curious, how did Draymond's ejection, did that change the game at all in terms of how it was played, in terms of, you know, it seemed like they got some momentum from it in the third quarter in some form or fashion?
It might have changed, you know, for them, obviously, you know, missing a guy like Draymond. But for us, it was our same game plan.
Ja, first, how's your back doing? It seemed like you were grabbing at it quite a bit.
Yeah, I finished the game.
Did it
There you
impact
go.
you? And what was the conversation, just going back to the whole Draymond situation, like, do you address that at halftime, how you could take advantage of him not being there?
Nah. That's what I just said. We had the same game plan. No Draymond or no Draymond. Pretty much same thing.
Ja, you poured so much into this game, and at the end there you were kind of standing with your back to the stanchion. What was going through your mind as right after that, the last play?
I missed the layup I normally make all the time. on to the next though.
Ja, it was a period in that first quarter when you were inbounding the ball. Draymond Green kind of standing, stood in front of you. You two kind of, chatting a little bit. You were clapping your hands. He was nodding his head. What was that exchange about?
Two competitors going at it, saying it's, what we love to do. It's going to be a battle no matter what. And that was that.
Love the answer. Love the answer. Love the answer. We know it was more than that. Competitive. We know it was more than that. At least I believe that. Love it though.
Thank God, no text was involved, just allowing us to compete at a high level and, do that, going back and forth that we did. A lot of respect to those refs for that.
Ja, with you guys coming off, 36 hours after you closed out a physical series, how proud are you of your team for the way you played in this game? I know you don't get the win, but how that can help you moving forward with how well you played today?
I feel like it's no different. We played in back-to-backs in the regular season. So same message. Once the game over and you find out, next time you play, get your rest, do whatever you got to do. Your post-game routine, whether it's, treatment or whatever, and, just be ready to go. And
not going to lie, was surprised that they came out and played so aggressive. I was very surprised that they ran the floor the way they did after playing the game no less, 20, 30-some hours, 24 hours, or whatever he just said.
I mean, we came out and, we fought, actually had a lead, went down, got the lead back, and Clay hit a big-time three, and I missed the layup. So despite all that, like I said earlier, we gave up 26 second chance points and 18 fast break points, and, we lost by 1. So, it's not nothing to hang our head about at all. Obviously, we got to correct those things, but, yeah.
Last question, Jarvis.
All right, here, John. Talk a little bit about getting Melton D'Anthony back in the flow of the game and how much of a boost that.
So let's just reiterate. We're gonna close this out by I always like to drop y'all some juice. Always like to whatever you do, man, in life, you gotta go. You in this type of business. I'm talking about any cat that want to be sports. Pressure's gonna be. Some people can shy from it. Some people embrace it. People don't know how to handle it. Some people crumble over it. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be there. The hate is gonna be there. And jealousy, all that is gonna be there. They wish they could be in your footsteps. I just seen this post from this girl. Some girl was just going at her, talking about she was fat and all that stuff. She works out with her. And the girl was calling her pretty much fat. Like, what happened? Falling off, this and that. And it was just like, dang, why are you coming at this person? And if you read how, I'm kind of like sugarcoating it, but it was some nasty words like being said to her. But anyway, that's what I'm just talking about. Like, people going to hate them. People going to be wishing that they were you and shit like that. The fact that it can't let none of that get to you. Can't let none of that get to you. Even with this podcast, man, like, I got to drop the facts. I can't just say shit on my ass. Stuff like that. Sometimes I just say stuff from my heart. I just go a cappella, just give y'all that juice. But people can come at me too. Oh, he lame for doing this. Oh, he don't know what he's doing. Blah blah blah. This shit look lame. Da 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 da. He don't know how to talk. Da 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 da. This and that. Camera don't be right. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. I remember one of my cats, bro. He had a song play for one of these podcasts. And this is a major podcast. I don't really fuck with their podcast because I don't like them because there's always negativity. No matter who jumps on their podcast. I wish I remember their name. I really don't remember it. But They always throwing out negativity. People walking off on the show all the time, shit like that. So it's just you gotta be willing to embrace all that hate and thrive through the pressure. Because at the end of the day, it's all in here. You control all that. It's you versus you. Every time you look in the mirror, it ain't about nobody. When you know what I'm saying, tunnel vision, you gotta work through this. I can remember the first time I ever done my podcast, bro, how hard it was just to press the button, go, start. I wasn't even going live. Now we going live. You feel what I'm saying? Now we transition and trying to go live on all that. So you just gotta embrace all this, driving forward, man. It ain't. No matter what you really honest, you post stuff. Once you post it, people gonna judge, and it is what it is. I can less. Ain't nobody my business. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people gotta realize. They gonna hate on you regardless. They loved it. And negativity, it fuels America. You feel what I'm saying? Negativity. Not positive. Negative. We want to see drama. That's why a lot of these women watch these drama shows. That's why a lot of us brothers watch all the gang-related shows, to see all this drama, see what's going to happen and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's drama. And that's why we like the NBA too, because it's drama. Now that they got it where you damn near can know about any type of player that you want to know about, bro. From the G League to the NBA League. All that. Pressure. Pressure. It's real. And that's when we get into that mental health stuff, Ben Simmons and stuff like that. He's going through so much shit where it's hurting his back. It could be most definitely true. But I just don't like to, and I don't want to sit here and say that he's playing on it, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not around him. None of that. But it's question marks. Question mark. I don't see what pressure you have when you don't deal with regular people. Shit. You don't have to worry about your kids getting shoes for your kids, book bag, clothes, putting food in your mouth. You're making millions of dollars to play the game that you love. But like I said earlier, people can't handle the pressure. I'm not in this man's head, and I don't want to judge him like that, but you know, just me personally, I feel like it's unexcusable for you to sit out the whole season, try to demand money back from a team that you did not play for, that you decided to sit out. There's rules that are implemented into these. That's what I said, like telling people, bro, when player agreement or player association meeting comes, they're going to change this shit. They tired of these players sitting out and then so-called hurt. You play a game good one day, then the next game you sitting out. All of a sudden you got a sprained ankle. All of a sudden your knee is swollen. They gonna change this, bro. And I believe they should. Like I said, Colin said it best, where you don't play a certain amount of games, you don't get service. And that's just what it is. And it should be implemented into these dudes' contracts anyway. You're more of a superstar. You're getting closer to that max contract. You're required to do certain stuff to get certain bonuses, certain guaranteed money. Because when that money's guaranteed, they're going to do whatever. And it's already been shown. These dudes got endorsement deals out the ass that pay damn near just as much as their contract. And they getting that money like that. Pressure is real. Pressure. And we got to embrace that, hold it tight, and just bathe in the pressure, brave in it, and show out. I'm gonna end it with that. I'm your host, Smuvie Mane, Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at you, boy. Thank you for coming to the show. Like I said, we got more coming. We in season 2, bro. We gonna keep grinding. I see us in season 3, even bigger. dang, you already looking past. Yeah, I'm already looking past season. We looking past season. We're gonna be doing bigger stuff. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming away. I'm gonna be announcing them as the year keeps going, what we got going on and stuff like that. Like I said, holla at your boy. I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, aka Smuive Mane Mayweather, the paper chase. Holla at your boy.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show.